The Sovietic weapon files. They were gods. Until they made the devil. United States, the American Super Project. In the final years of World War II, the United States secretly developed a revolutionary military program, Project Starlight Super Tactical Advanced Response Legionnaires in Global Hostility and Threats. Their goal: create super soldiers that could end the war faster than any nuke. The serum was unstable, tested and refined through years of covered science. When it was ready, they chose 4 men to carry it. Captain Way, the perfect soldier, tactical genius, unmatched speed, and unshakable morality. Bob, the wall of strength, brute force with unbreakable loyalty. Destino, a field surgeon turned warrior, known for surgical precision and eerie silence. Kami, the ghost, master of stealth and recon with an uncanny ability to appear where he shouldn't. Together, they became the face of silent victory. Unstoppable. Untouchable. The 4 men who single-handedly infiltrated the Reich and assassinated Hitler in 1945. The Soviet response, Object S-17. The Soviet Union watched in terror. They had spies, yes. They'd seen what happened in Berlin. The 4 American anomalies had shifted the world's balance. The KGB called them the West's Angels of Death. In response, the USSR formed a program so secret, even Stalin didn't know the full details. Object S-17 codename, Sovietic weapon. A single man was chosen, a loyal peasant orphan from the famine zones of Ukraine. No name, no family, no record. He was perfect. A blank canvas. To fund the project, millions of Soviet rubles were redirected from food programs, factories, schools. The 1946 Russian famine wasn't caused by capitalism, as they told the world it was because all of Russia's lifeblood was poured into one man. One man to stand against 4 American gods. But the Soviet scientists weren't ready. And they rushed anyway. Alembic, the experimental injection. On June 7, 1951, 5 different untested serums were injected directly into the subject's spine. Each formula was meant to stimulate different traits: strength, speed, intelligence, aggression, and pain resistance. But no one considered compatibility. The reaction was immediate. Within 1 hour, his pupils expanded, blackened. His heart rate spiked and then flatlined, then restarted on its own. R6, his teeth fell out, replaced by bone regrown fangs, 32 of them, sharpened like animal tusks. Hour 12, his skin began peeling in thick chunks, shedding like a lizard, replaced by dark gray scales. Hour 24, his face distorted, his nose elongating into a twisted snout, his mouth stretching wider than human anatomy allowed. They called him Sovietic weapon in the files. But among the terrified scientists, they whispered a new name: Sovietic Defect. Brain put it down. Dr. Alexei Rudkov, lead bioengineer, was the first to suggest termination. This is not a weapon. This is a sickness in skin. A mistake wearing bones. The others agreed. Plans were drawn for euthanasia. But when the needle approached his neck, Defect screamed. A high-pitched, teeth-grinding screech louder than a siren, longer than any man should breathe. The sound burst blood vessels in 4 men's ears. Everyone within 20 meters passed out. By the time backup arrived, Defect was gone. He had vanished into the Siberian woods. The entire facility was burned. Not by fire, but by rot. An unnatural stench hung in the air for weeks. Animals wouldn't come near. Every recording device melted. The USSR declared it a coolant leak. Radioactive, the Chernobyl incident. For 9 years, Sovietic Defect became myth. But in 1986, during the Cold War's peak, the USSR experienced its most infamous nuclear disaster, Chernobyl. The official record blamed operator error and reactor flaws. That was a lie. The truth? Sovietic Defect had infiltrated Reactor 4. Found by a patrol unit hunched in the shadows, eating nuclear waste, absorbing it like sugar. One man opened fire. The bullets bounced. The creature looked at him. Then smiled. Then clicked. Within hours, radiation spiked to terminal levels. The core exploded. The USSR had no explanation and no means to recover the creature. The area was sealed. Card index dividers project, Defect deleted. But America knew. The CIA intercepted strange seismic readings. Captain Way, now long retired, was called back in. Alongside Bob. Objective: eliminate Defect. Recover whatever you can. Deny USSR access. They entered the dead zone at night. Suits designed to withstand nuclear fallout. Silent. Focused. The confrontation. Inside the remains of Reactor 4, Wei found him. Hunched over a ruptured barrel, body glowing faintly green. Long, stretched limbs. A warped humanoid shape with metallic bone exposed. The Soviet star still burned into his chest, now cracked and glowing. Wei spoke once. "You're done." Defect turned. His jaw unhinged. Then, click. Click. Click click click. The fight was brutal. Concrete split. Metal bent. Bob held the perimeter. Wei went hand to hand with the thing, punching it into generators, cutting off limbs only to watch them regenerate in flickers. "You can't kill what was never alive," it whispered, voice overlapping with 3 other voices, Russian, broken English, and static. But Wei finally used the plasma-laced blade engineered to burn from the inside out. With one final strike through the heart, Sovietic Defect collapsed. Black blood oozed. And then, silence. They recovered the body. Mission complete. The files were marked. Operation Defect deleted. Status success. Subject, terminated. The body was sealed in a titanium vault, buried deeper than any nuke silo, scrubbed from records. Wei retired for good. Bob disappeared. The world kept spinning. 3 weeks later, at an abandoned Soviet radar outpost near the Arctic, a distress call came in. A technician had found strange claw marks deep into steel. Melted metal. No prints. They checked the Geiger counter. Radiation levels were spiking. Too fast. Too strong. Before they could respond, static filled the audio logs. Then, a noise. Click. Click click. Click 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 click. The technician screamed. Then the radio went dead. Open file folder, final report. Captain Wei destroyed the body. But the Soviets never built a man. They built a signal. And that signal is still broadcasting. If you tune your radio to certain frequencies, in the dead of night. If you are near the Chernobyl exclusion zone. If you listen long enough. You'll hear it. Click. Click click. Click 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 click. Dot. Kill me. End file. Project, Defect deleted. Classified level Omega. Do not transmit.